The official language of Iran is Persian, or Farsi as we rather call it today. Just like most languages throughout the world, Farsi too has undergone some alterations in the course of time, despite efforts to keep the language as original as possible. Ferdowsi, an 11th century poet, composed the legendary epic The Book of the Kings in pure Farsi. It took him 30 years to do that. And in retrospect, Ferdowsi has said, "I much writhed in pain these 30 years to revive Iranians with this Farsi." In Farsi it reads, "Basi ranj bordam dar in sal si, ajam zende kardam bedin parsi." Now, doesn't that make you want to learn Farsi?
سلام اسم من یولیا
من کره هستم
من مهندس هستم
من یک ماه پیش به ایران آمدم
فارسی زبان جالب است
یک کم فارسی بلدم شوهر من ایرانی هست
من در ایران کار میکنم
من ایران دوست دارم
Trying to make sense of an alphabet completely different from yours, or keeping track of the number of dots, for example, on top or under the letters that seem so much alike while you're writing, knowing that it could make a huge difference. The challenge of pronouncing totally unfamiliar sounds, twisting your tongue to say the words correctly, and at the same time trying to remember the next word you want to use in your sentence while keeping in mind all the grammar rules.
مثل مثل
Iran. Sometimes learning a new language can be very exciting, especially if it's an exotic one.
Persian, known by native speakers as Farsi, is a soft and song-like language as these foreigners learning it described to me. They say it's a relatively simple language to learn grammatically, no matter what your first language is. Nouns have no gender, and questions are simply formed by a rise in intonation at the end of the sentence.
عرب زبان‌ها خیلی راحت‌تر فارسی رو یاد می‌گیرن. فکر می‌کنم یکی از علتاش این باشه که چون حروف الفبا رو بلدن و این بهشون یه انگیزه میده.
Persian is written from right to left using a modified version of the Arabic alphabet which includes 4 extra letters altogether, 32, and a very unique calligraphy.
شما اگر در تمام نهادهای فرهنگی دنیا بریم بگردیم حتما نمونه‌های مختلف خطوط هنرمندان قدیمی ایران و حتی معاصر رو نگهداری می‌کنن.
Indispensable to anyone interested in Oriental studies, learning Persian has a long history, even in Europe, where it dates back 700 years.
ما در حدود 70 جای دنیا کلاس‌های آزاد زبان فارسی داریم، یعنی دانشگاه و دانشجو نیست. طرف میاد زبان فارسی یاد میگیره، 8 سطح تعریف کردیم، کتاب براشون فرستادیم، امتحان میگیریم، گواهینامه میدیم. بعد از اون دیگه طرف زبان فارسی رو یاد گرفته.
So, what do you do when you don't know the meaning of a word? Of course, you look it up in the dictionary. Now, if it's Farsi, the best place to look for it would be Deh Khoda.
16 volumes, the result of 45 years of efforts by lexicographer Ali Akbar Deh Khoda. This is the largest comprehensive Persian dictionary that exists. But don't forget, language is dynamic. Every day new words are being created. That is why at the Academy of Persian Language and Literature, some of the best linguists and litterateurs come together to create equivalents for new foreign words. The Academy was founded in 1935 and has at least 10 permanent members from other Persian-speaking countries.
زبان یکی از مؤلفه‌های هویت هر ملت. هر کسی که بخواد زبانش رو حفظ بکنه باید واژه‌گزینی بکنه، یعنی معادل‌هایی برای این واژه‌های فراوانی که وارد زبان میشه ابداع بکنه.
Persian or Farsi is an Indo-Iranian language which is a branch of the Indo-European language family. It is primarily spoken in Iran, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan, but widely understood in Central Asia.
I bet you can't say this sentence 10 times. Dai chaghe chai daghe. Oh yeah? Yeah. Chai daghe dai chaghe, chai daghe dai chaghe, ne chai daghe dai chaghe.
Learning tongue twisters is always a great and fun way to practice pronunciation in any language, especially in Farsi. Let's see how these kids take up the challenge.
Okay, now say this one. Shish sikh jigar, sikhi shish hazar. Shish sikh jigar, ne sikhi shish hazar. Shish sikh jigar. Faster, come on, you can do better. Sikh jigar, ne sikhi shish hazar. Shish sikh jigar, ne sikhi shish hazar.
Today, there are around 110 million Persian speakers worldwide, and Persian for centuries has been a prestigious language in Asia. So if you're looking for an exotic language to learn, why not put that on your list?
Gizumi Shah Ahmadi for Iran.